the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
I hadn't thought about that music video, but now I remember.
Hello.
There's a lot of layers to this. And Swifties love to say how their music is so intentional. There's lots of layers and metaphors. Yeah, I am picking them up. A lot of us are. I know we love for Taylor to come out and make a statement and be like, you know what, I shouldn't have done that, that was messed up. But she's not going to, because she's a billionaire. So, I don't know about you, but I personally checked out Taylor Swift when she did her Wildest Dreams music video in Africa without any Africans. And spoiler alert, there are a lot of Africans in Africa. And we're like, this is true.
Hello, everyone. Let me see if I can get some lipstick on my face. I'm not in the mood for red lipstick, but what can you do? Oh, how are you all doing? And how are you all enjoying your fake holidays? Nobody wants to get rid of Columbus Day, so they just rename it. Americans are a joke. The way we placate things, it's hilarious. Try this. I never clean this, and I'm always complaining. How are you all doing? All right. Okay, that's fine. Let's see now. Start from the top. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Naja. Hi, sweet Carmel. I could tell you're probably off today. Hi, One Deep. Hi, Miriam. How is everyone doing on this faux holiday of ours? Now, me personally, I hate Christopher Columbus, and I'm glad he's dead. And he had a terrible death, by the way. All Christopher Columbus ever wanted to do was kiss the ass of Spain. And the leader of Spain at that time, I don't remember. I think Christopher Columbus was gay. All he ever wanted to do was please the leader of Spain. I think he, if I'm not, not too good on Christopher Columbus history, but I think he begged to live out the rest of his life in Spain, and the Spain of the time fucking hated him, just used him. And isn't it funny how Spain fell, though? You guys, you got to have hope. Spain fell, and they used to be very, very powerful. Who was the leader of Spain during Christopher Columbus? Ferdinand the Second. He loved Ferdinand. I think he was like obsessed with him. And so everything he did was to please Ferdinand. Funniest shit ever. Hi, Miss Shelley. Hi, Noel. So your holiday is probably, maybe this would be a good thing. I don't know. But if we really research our history, I think Christopher Columbus was in love with Ferdinand. So that sounds like it'll be a great play if somebody wants to create that. Then we'll stop celebrating um, Christopher Columbus Day because then everybody will become a homophobe and then we can finally get rid of Christopher Columbus Day at the expense of the gays. But that's the only time anybody perks up. Oh, talking about perking up. Um, One team goes, right? Right. Just turn it into something else that MAGA hates, and boom, there'll be no more holidays. Um, but I really do believe that he loved Ferdinand from a very sexual place. All right, I'm over it. Keep your goddamn holidays. Um, Talking about America and things misplaced, Idaho. Now, if you don't know, Idaho is a vast, rich land. It's vast, empty. Idaho's empty. So why wouldn't America place a Qatar military base in Idaho. The thing that bothers me, to be honest with you, is why say anything? Why was it important to say something? I mean, he was just gifted a $400 million plane that President Trump said he was going to use as Air Force One. Idaho, y'all can't be that ignorant that y'all cannot fight against this. Now, I understand Idaho don't have a population worth shit. I get it. I also understand that y'all poor as fuck. Hold on a second. Let's look at the Idaho population. Idaho population. I see why he chose Idaho. Y'all only have about 2 million people in the whole state. We got 2 million people in Staten Island. We got 2 million people in San Francisco. Y'all got 2 million people, and most of y'all are ignorant. Oh, we losing. We losing. Y'all don't know how to protest. Y'all don't know how to fight. Y'all just know how to hate blacks and gays and transgender. And guess what? I'm glad. I'm very happy that there's a military based in Idaho. Your ignorance created this drama. Like, from a spiritual perspective, I don't think anybody understands that you be ugly. Ugly shows up at your back door via your MAGA president. He's not ugly. He likes brown people. He's having relationships with Qatar. Those are brown people. Oh, he doesn't like Mexican brown people, but he likes Qatar brown people. Oh, since they have so much money and a $400 million plane. Hi, Samara. How are you? Hi, Jala. So, what do we do about it? And when I say we, I mean you fucking Idahos in Idahoans. What do we do about it? What's your game plan? Well, now they're going to backlash their rhetoric. But the bottom, you're right, Noah. The VP lied on TV and said that they're not building the base. Very bizarre. Now, all they have to do is switch their words up. Okay, here's a perfect example of how this administration changes their words. President Trump did not shut down the government, even though only a president can really help stop this shit, right? Chuck Schumer and the Democrats shut down the government. We're building a military base in Qatar. No, we're not. We're having a partnership for F-115 bombers. That's not a military base. Okay. Idahoans, I understand y'all just got 2 million people, but if y'all don't get out there and fight with your goddamn babies, I do understand all 2 million people could pass away. I get it. I got you. You could ask for help from your neighboring ignorant MAGA friends, states. You could. Or you could take one for the team and fight, and all 2 million of you might have to not stay here on earth with us. But the least you could do, the very least you could do is fight. This is ridiculous. We see the population in 2025 It reached up to 2 million. Okay, Qatar is going to be 100% brown people because y'all, we want to have brown people right in the government, and they're going to take over. And when we train them on our F-15s, you're going to be unalived anyways. Do you know how smart and sneaky these people can be, which is why you don't let them in? Do you know how smart they are? Also, this might give them permission to boost their army now because maybe NATO or the world unified coalition of fucking leaders maybe have stopped the Muslim people from building nukes and F-115s and blah 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 blah. So again, because these people are very smart, they're like, "Hey, egotistical Trump, visit us. Do you want women? We got them. You want them light skinned? We'll find them. We'll kidnap them. We'll get you nice and drunk. And I don't know if this is true. Somebody make a movie. And we will get you to sign an agreement. And now NATO or the leader of the coalition compact leaders of 20 people will have to let us in. Because the American president, who nobody likes, by the way, Qatar, neither do you, um, gave us access and information. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We in there. We in Idaho. Your horses are going to start disappearing. Boom. Trojan horse. Boom. Now, I did think about that too. I did think about that. It's 45 trying to use Qatar military as his own secret military against the U.S. citizen. Boom. Absolutely. Audio is lagged. Why? If the audio is lagged, I'm going to cut this short. But I had so many videos to do today. God damn it. Hold on. Hold on. If the audio is lag, if the audio is lag, it's not lag. Thank you, Sissy. Makes me wonder who, who owns the land they plan to use. These people don't do stuff without getting something in return. Well, it has to be a big piece of land the size of Idaho. Hi, Lady of Elegance. All right, let's look at some videos. I've got some great videos to show you all. Also, later on today, we kind of like have to look at, let me see, what's this one? Oh, we kind of like have to look at how the underworld is going to begin to show up to you all. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The last thing you want to see is what is at the belly of an ocean. Now, when I say belly of the ocean, I had never said the bottom. I never said the bottom of the ocean. I said the belly of the ocean. There's no bottom. See, Y'all think, and when I say y'all, I don't mean my spiritual people. Y'all think God is stupid. Y'all really think God is stupid. God gave us land and he allows us to eat fish, right? We got that permission in the Bible, right? However, like Jesus was a fisher of men, he caught more fishermen to be his disciples, right? Got it. Okay. God never said the sea belonged to you. Not the sea. I'm gonna do a video today where it's time to wake up and the belly of the ocean has living societies. Y'all think Atlantis disappeared, but let's start the research so that you all can be fully informed, so that when these stories come out, you have to be like, oh, I knew about that. When these creatures show up, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. This, because I knew about it. Oh, I did not know you were live. I tried to call you a few minutes ago. I will call you back when you get off live, home all day. Call me for a reading. Are you calling me for a reading, sweetie? Proof is in the pudding. All you have to do is replay the video and you will see what I'm talking about. No, I don't have time. I don't have time to see if you're right, if Sissy's right. It's okay. The world will never end because my black ass is lagging. So it's okay. I don't care. Life will go on. I promise you. The argument that we're about to ensue, we're not doing that. We got Qatar in Idaho, and the Idahoans don't know it. That's what I care about. Text me. Oh, let me put it up here. Text me. You can text me right now, and the appointment will get set up. Let me see. Text me. Text me. Don't call. 213-458-7408. Call me. Oh, by the way, guys, I am home all day, even though it's a holiday. But all my life, I've never taken off for holiday. I always worked the holidays. I was always working in the industry where there was no such thing as taking off. Hospital, retail. It is what it is. Psychic. Hi, Masala Amore. All right. Oh, I was going to get these videos out. Oh, did I send them? Okay, let's try this. I got a few videos, but they're all like milliseconds long. Sit back and educate yourselves. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just think, Qatar says it will cut all ties with 400 billion with U.S. companies, especially Exxon, if U.S. not help us strike Israel. Qatar's actions against Israel will increase gas 10 times in prices. All right. That's that stroke face. All right. I mean, what can you do? I don't know if they're for us or against us. Does anybody have a better answer than I do? Because I sure don't have any answers.
Right now, after major backlash from both the right and the left, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, put out a clarifying statement about the Qataris building an Air Force facility in Idaho. He said, quote, important clarification, the United States military has a long-standing partnership with Qatar, including today's announced cooperation with F-15QA aircraft. However, to be clear, Qatar will not have their own base in the United States, nor anything like a base. We control the existing base like we do with all partners. This is an important statement, but it's also important to note that he actually never said Qatar was building a Air Force base. He said Air Force facility. And words matter, especially if you are the Secretary of Defense leading the Pentagon. And making such a statement on television and waiting probably about 8 or 9 hours to retract or clarify is irresponsible as the Secretary of Defense. That's the latest right now. As always, I'll provide you more updates as we get them. So spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news you need to know about.
What's the difference between an Air Force base and an Air Force facility under the name Qatar? Can anybody tell me if there is a difference? Let's listen to that again.
Statement on television and waiting probably about 8 or 9 hours to retract or clarify is irresponsible, as like we do with all partners. This is an important statement, but it's also important to note that he actually never said Qatar was building a Air Force base. He said Air Force facility. And words matter, especially if you are the Secretary of Defense leading the Pentagon. And making such a statement on television and waiting probably about 8 or 9 hours to retract or clarify is irresponsible as the Secretary of Defense. So that's the latest right now. As always, I'll provide you more updates as we get them. So spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news you need to know about.
I don't get it. Does anybody get it besides me? I just don't get it.
Okay, so allowing Qatar to build an Air Force base inside the United States of America. Fuck no. This has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard from any administration ever. Qatar does not need a base in the United States.
Lock in, fuck niggas. We about to fact check this shit. First, if you fuck with me, check out the podcast. Let's get it. What the hell is he talking about? Qatar is not building a military base in Idaho. They're building a training facility in Idaho. And the reason why they're building the facility is because the United States are not going to use their funds to train their people. I mean, aren't you the same people that keep screaming America first? Not to mention that this agreement was working on since 2017. And America has done this before with other countries like Germany. Or how America sends their law enforcement to train in Israel. This is literally imperialism at its finest. Weren't these the same people that was saying peace in the Middle East? But now when you see Western civilization and Arab nation creating a stronger allyship, you're tripping? But other than that, no, Qatar is not building a base here in Idaho.
Oh God, the play on words is gonna get America's bombed. Oh, the play on words. Stop it with the play on words. Why are all of these doubled?
For some reason, the U.S. Pentagon has approved the construction for a Qatari Air Force facility inside Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho. This base will station up to 12 of Qatar's F-15 fighters along with hundreds of Qatari personnel. This is happening on American soil, and they say that the base is going to be run by the United States, but it's funded by a foreign military. And the foreign country that is deciding to build this facility in the United States has known ties to Hamas and Taliban. This is starting to sound more like a national security risk.
Let's see what you are saying. The U.S. is probably desperately needed the money. Do we? If we stop giving billions to Israel, we wouldn't need the money, right? And I think he is probably allowing Jared to pocket the cash. But I think, and I'm sticking to it. Existence unless it couldn't stand on its own. If the U.S. government, says Observer, allowing Qataris in the U.S., it is because the U.S. has run out of money. No way would a historically racist population allow a foreign power to subsidize it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Observer. Hi, Tia. So likely they will go to our base in Mountain Home, Idaho. That's where they're going, sweetie. And build a facility on our base. Oh my God. That's where they're going, to Mountain Home. That's exactly where they're going. And they will have a building. That's that stroke face. You saw it, right, Noel? You saw it. Do you know that is it this weekend he has to, or today he's going to the doctors to do a full body scan?
We're announcing, we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. Location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership, and I hope you know, Your Excellency, that you can count on us.
Mountain Air Force Base. That's what's happening. Yep. See, you were right, Tia. You are absolutely right. Let's see.
Qatar, and they are extremely rich. But they don't have a military of their own, really. They rely on the United States for protection. But Israel just bombed them, with the US base just 30 miles away. Let's start from the beginning, and we can see how this all unfolded to today. So back in the day, Qatar was basically a fishing and pearling town. The Al Thani family ruled, and in 1971, they declared independence from Britain. For Qatar, oil came first, but natural gas is what made them filthy rich. Qatar has the third largest natural gas reserves in the world, and they are the biggest exporter of liquefied natural gas. Not to mention that the population of the citizens is only around 300,000 people. That basically means that everybody's loaded. As far as military, they do have one, but it's only about 12,000 troops. But for them, that's okay because they have the United States military behind them. They have allowed the United States to have their largest military base in the Middle East, only 30 miles outside of Doha. You can kind of start seeing how they play everything politically. It's smart politics. They stay neutral, they mediate peace talks, and they really try to make sure that nobody wants to attack them. Then comes September 9th, 2025. Israel drops a bomb on Doha. They were targeting Hamas leaders that were allegedly brokering a ceasefire deal in Gaza. The result of that bombing was that 5 Hamas members were killed along with the Qatari security officer. You would think that the US would stop this, right? Qatar's radars didn't catch the jets, and the US didn't even intervene. The Americans say that they were only notified that the bombs were going to be dropped only moments before they were. Hearing that is pretty wild. Qatar called it a breach of sovereignty, and while the US did say that they did not approve of this, they didn't do anything. Other Gulf allies like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are now questioning, is American protection reliable? A lot of analysts say that Israel was trying to remove obstacles leading to a Gaza ceasefire, but the strike might have backfired, and this is going to make peace extremely difficult. So yeah, Qatar stays rich, mostly due to gas and smart alliances, but that isn't bulletproof. This strike shows exactly how unpredictable geopolitics can really get, even when superpowers are involved. Follow to hear stories that most don't talk about.
So, broker a deal because they didn't hear the bombings. So, rather than being mad, you call him up and you broker a deal for so much money that it's a drop in a bucket. But the Americans are looking at the money like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So then they plant themselves here, allow us to train their people, get their secrets, and then take over America. Because seriously, they're mad at Israel for bombing them and Americans acting like they didn't know anything. So we shake hands, give him a $400 million plane, get our people on the land, and then take over. Oh, y'all better run. Just run. This is probably the perfect plan ever. Run. Banner. Thank you. How do I forget this like every time? Thank you, Jenny G. Run. And I'm not talking about Idahoans. Run. Y'all ain't seen a country that could take over that doesn't like women more than the Arab nations. Run. They're going to use our own firefighting equipment against us. Oh, wow, maggots. Y'all really let this man in our world. I mean, the sad part is everybody else suffers. But nobody should suffer more than the maggots because we never voted for this shit. We didn't ask for this shit, dumbass. We did not ask for this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, it's a lot going on here, guys.
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. Well, a story continues. Do we remember where the Qatar government was giving Donald Trump a $400 million 747 and that hee-haw going on? Well, guess what is the return prize for Qatar for that 747 and what other things they must have done? Well, the United States government has signed a letter of acceptance to open a Qatar military base here in the United States. They want to come in and bring in and stage their F-15s. So the United States is going to have a foreign country from the Middle East open a base in Idaho. So it gets real interesting there. So was this part of the deal for the jet too? So that was the gift to the president, and then now this is the gift from the president. Qatar is building a military base and stationing 15 jets, or F-15 jets, in Idaho. Interesting. Do you think there's might be, they're tied together or something? I do.
I do.
This is true.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level.
Then why the hell would you allow this?
Today, we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho.
Wait, now I get it. He's corrupt to his core.
Headline today is that Pete Hegseth announced that the United States has given a piece of Idaho to the Qatari government so that they can operate an Air Force base from Idaho. And it reminded me of a video that I made a couple of months ago about how Qatar is basically all up in Manhattan and they own a ton of Manhattan. It's crazy. So I have like this running map that I have created. I'm trying to make like a Substack post so that I can like share this map and you guys can like interact with it. But it is a map of all of the properties in Manhattan that are owned by Donald, Jeffrey, co-conspirators, the modeling agencies that were operating during the height of Jeffrey's reign, properties that the blue and white state owns, and the properties that the Qatari government owns within Manhattan. Then I found a map of all of the properties that the Qatari government owns or holds ownership in that same pocket of Manhattan. And it shows us a very interesting picture. Okay, so here is the map of the Qatari government and the things that they own, and here is the like map of the things that Donald Trump, Jeffrey, the co-conspirators all own within Manhattan. It's very, very similar. They're all like buying up the same area basically, and it's been going on for a while. Like back in 2013, Paula Zampoli, enemy of the channel, helped the Qatari government purchase a townhome right in that same area that we just talked about. And especially during this term, Donald Trump, his children, as well as the Kushners, as well as Elon Musk, have been seriously investing into Qatar, Saudi Arabia as well, but especially Qatar. And obviously we know that Qatar gave Donald Trump a jet that he could use as Air Force One, something that costs the taxpayers greatly. Like, love that for us. So the United States allowing the Qatari government to set up an Air Force base in Idaho, which is, first of all, something that MAGA would have melted down over if Biden would have died. It doesn't shock me all that much. This is a pattern that's been growing. It's been creeping, and now it's just very obvious. I mean, the Qataris basically own the Empire State Building. Okay, them owning a piece of Idaho doesn't even surprise me a little bit. And unfortunately, I fear it is a pattern that we will be seeing much more often in the upcoming future, because Donald Trump just wants to sell off the United States piece by piece. He looks at us and this country as a paycheck and nothing else.
What? Come here.
Losing their shit over the idea that Qatar is building a military installation in Idaho. Was it the headline or was it something behind it? Here's all I know. Exeth went on live TV and said there's going to be a Qatar base in Idaho. It was like everybody lost their mind yesterday. And then what was even funnier was how the Pentagon had to walk it back, saying, no, there's not going to be a foreign base in Idaho. It's just training. We're still in control. Sadly, that correction came after millions of people had already seen the news. And then there's a lot of people who are still questioning the timing of all of this, just weeks after Qatar gifted a brand new jet. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it's just people reacting to the idea of a foreign military training inside U.S. borders in a state as quiet as Idaho. On paper, this is nothing new. As someone who served in the military for 30 years, I can tell you there have been countries like Germany and Singapore that do this all the time. But for some reason, in our environment now, this just feels different. Maybe it's the timing, maybe it's the phrasing, or just maybe it taps into something a little bit deeper now with all this social media. Or maybe it's the fact that we feel that America's slipping deals under the radar while everyone else is distracted. It's not what Qatar is doing in Idaho. Why are they doing it now? Why does it feel like we're not supposed to notice? Let me know what you think in the comments.
I could not hear a word he said. Did you guys hear anything he says? Hi, Carlito. How are you? All right, guys. Let's see. Hey, Vicky and Chicks. Please call me for your own personal reading. I am here all day, including right now. 213-458-7408. Get a peace of mind with some of your concerns. What is around this decision in Idaho? Oh, 8, 9, 10. What is around this decision in Idaho? Let's see. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about this decision in Idaho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. This decision in Idaho is with you, God, with your love. Please show me to let me see anything that you would like for me to say. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 This is bad. And the effect is long term. After That's my point. After Orange Person has left, we are going to FAFO in America. And that's why the president said, you're so right, Samara. 0515. That's why the president said,
So you guys saw this one. If it's true, it wouldn't surprise me.
that's why the president said, let me see something. Why can't I find, oh. I don't think I saved it this morning. Let me see if I can find something other than, oh, here we go. That's why the president of America said this morning, I didn't understand why he would say something so crazy, Samara, but this is what he said this morning.
Talked a couple weeks ago, you were doing an interview and you talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly an Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people.
He knows that this is ruining America. He knows that he is selling off America. He knows he is giving America to foreign people. Samara, the long-term effects, we wouldn't even be able to get them out at this point. This man feels to me like he hates America. Like, I just don't get it. All right, but let's see what the card says. In addition, but I think you're definitely on point. Let's lower the stage. Sissy goes, I believe him. Ari said he's not going to heaven. I'm inclined to believe him. Oh my God, child, I believe him too. All right. What will this do to America? It will bring the end to America. Period. Point blank. And it will happen very, very fast. It will happen before his term is up. He got money out of it. That's for sure. He got some money out of this shit. He's fine. All right. There's a couple of more secret deals that's a part of this. He's going to start to say, oh, I'm bringing employment to Idaho. But the trick is on him. Surprise. Surprise. You let the Trojan horse in, and you never even heard the story of the Trojan horse. That's how bad this is. It looks like it's slow moving at first, but look, he stabbed himself in the back and took America with him. And at least 10 states surrounding Idaho will be in trouble. There is a woman also involved in this. I don't believe it's a black woman or a brown woman. I believe this is a white woman or somebody associated with, and look, Gemini man shows right up. So there's a woman standing next to him. I don't believe this is Melania. This is someone that's in charge of the money or treasury or something like that. He is without a doubt bankrupting America with this deal. He's bankrupting us. And this deal had everything to do with putting money in his pocket or putting money in Jared's pocket. I'm also getting that he did it to go against Israel. Is he afraid that Israel is going to come after us? Although I can't see that they would, because no matter what, they still need our monies. But I think Netanyahu is crazy enough to say, fuck it, and burn the house down that feeds them. I think Netanyahu and Trump are the same people. I think they both would choke their own companies, their own countries. And I think it's going to come down to the death. I think we can't see what's happening. But also, this card represents not being able to see why bringing in Qatar is a bad thing. You know, part of the real problem here is that there are so many pedos in the administration that might have been videotaped doing things, might have been drunk. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Might have been seen with underage activity, and all of the Republican in Congress has to fold. And that's how all of this is happening, because you all thought it was okay to either go to Israel or go to some event and get locked in and get P. Diddy drunk, right? Spike drinks, and then get caught out there with underage, and no one has the guts to say, I never did, I would never, the video is real, but I was drugged. No one has the guts to say that, because the American people would stick by you. But instead, you represent the American people. You've done things so horribly wrong. Even the fact that we don't know it doesn't mean that we don't see it. We don't feel it. We don't understand that you did something wrong representing your constituents. And now we're at the point where America's being sold off. Here's the thing that's funny, though. He wanted to sell it off to Russia. Russia instead has devised a plan to constantly expose us. Russia's like, guys, Jesus was black. And the other thing that Russia is exposing is Epstein names. And y'all are so mad at Russia that y'all can't even see that Russia is telling y'all something. Russia's trying to help y'all get this man out of office, but the MAGAs are so racist, and good for you. Keep it up. Keep that same tone. Everybody else who is not a MAGA, you know how they want like all white towns? Everybody else who's not a MAGA, consider leaving. Those that can, leave. And I know that's a tall order, but I can't stop from saying that. This America that you know what color you are, Mexicans go back to Mexico. Africans go back to Africa. Leave this country to them. Japanese, Chinese, Philippines, Taiwanese, that all rhymes. leave. Your country will be so much better than America. So, how much time do you all have? I don't know. I don't know. But because karma is quick now, this could be sped up. And I really feel like, definitely within 10 years, but I really feel like by the end of the political term, whether Trump stands down or not, two different things, we will see that there's a new America and it's going to be ugly. And why is it going to be ugly? It's because everyone hates us. Qatar's not coming to participate in any kumbaya. They hate America, period. So everybody else that presumably can go somewhere, and that includes you blacks. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, we don't have a place to go to. Ghana wants you, go home. Kenya, you can go home. Brazil, Peru, go home. Peru just got rid of their government. Peru needs help. Go home. The fuck? Oh, Lord, Tiffany. I think Qatar has evidence on Trump and others. This could be blackmailed by Qatar. Yep, straight to hell, Donald. Yeah, he knows he won't make it into heaven. They might have something on him the way Israel has something on everyone else, including Donald. The way Russia has something on Donald. There's all types of videos. And okay, I can't. All right, hold on, guys. Oh, Lord. All right. Where should I stop and start? Death happening real fast. Destruction, deception, and by the new year, we're going to begin to see why this was the worst decision ever. All right, guys. Any other questions? Because I can't take this anymore. Any other questions? I can't take this. Find your way out. Find your way out. Okay? Puerto Ricans, go home. Black folks, if you can't go home, come to the Virgin Islands. Just get out of America quicker. You'll see. I'm not lying. You'll see. I'm not lying. I mean, sometimes my vision with world events could be 2 to 4 years in the making, and sometimes it's immediate. But just know that from this day on, if you could make a decision to leave, garner enough money to do that. Okay? This ain't about Handmaid's Tale. This is about America not being America anymore. Remember, Spain used to be a superpower. Remember that. Okay, so I was pulling up too many. Up or down? Sweets come out. You never missed the best part. It's on video. Go back and watch it, but it was good, child. Up or down? Up or down? Up, down. I was going to pull 10 cards. I'm so glad I didn't. I caught it. Anybody, up or down? I don't want to choose. Oh, very interesting cards, though. Very interesting cards. All right. You know what? Start this way. It's too late now. I keep forgetting there's a lag, and then I get frustrated. I'm sorry, Tiffany. Both. Right side up. I decided to put them together because I looked at the cards, which I never look at the cards because it affects me, but I looked at it and I thought, oh, I'm just going to put these together because they're identical. They're identical. All of this has to happen to have the goddess energy rise. But men are at the point where they will fight goddess energy to the death. But this has to happen. All of this male misogyny ugly has to happen for women to get their powers back. Oh, child. I guess the underwater sea people are going to help us. Because I don't know how women are going to take over, but they will. And that includes transgender and the gays. Like, we're all going to be a part of a feminine, redefining, worldly influence. Goddess. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Embodies wisdom, guidance, physical grace, athletic prowess, and sensuality. Look for lifelong associations with the image and personality of particular goddesses: Oshun, Athena, Venus, Isis, any African Yoruba, especially ones that handles the sea. Which one is that? The blue one. She's my favorite, but I can't remember. Astarte, Kuan Yin. I love Kuan Yin too. Queen. What you guys got to say? Queen. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others, represents power and authority in women who symbolically rule over anything from a corporation to a home. Associated with positive arrogance and a need to protect one's personal and emotional power. Look for a pattern of authoritative control of others throughout a lifetime. So, the last impression that I got is that all the men have to ruin their current roles. They all have to go after one another and ruin the world for this to come back as feminine queen goddess. Now, might we get help from the aliens? Of course. Of course. In the end, all the male leaders just might get taken out by alien control. That's my statement. I'm sticking to it. Yamaya, Yamaja, yes. I love her, even though I couldn't remember her name. Thank you, Jenny G. All right, guys, we did amazing. We did a little bit over an hour. We did an amazing job. I hope you guys understand what's about to happen. But if you could find your way out of America, America is not sustainable as a world leader at this point. And by the way, just to give you more content, there is not a president to be found that did do justice to America. Not one. Hi, Cherie Cage. All right, guys. I love you so much, and we will stay centered. We will stay focused. And call me for your own personal reading, right? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to prep you. All right? I love you. Take it easy. Call me. Bye. Text me. Text.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.